Oh, you ready? All right. Testing.
I was born ready.
Is that the truth?
Peligroso es mi nombre medio.
You just came out like, I'm ready.
Yeah, I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, it's just disturbing. So this is the B-sides in the green room.
Correct. This is an episode of the B-Sides in the Green Room.
Green room number 2. Number 2.
What, studio number 2?
Studio. Hi, y'all.
I do. Yeah, I guess we should introduce ourselves or some shit.
I mean, that's the normal thing, right?
Is that the standard protocol? Is that?
Well, there really is no protocol for this. Yeah, I know.
There you go.
That's why we're here.
Why we're where?
Here. To fix all those things, to get it all ready on the go.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I like studio number 2.
So, yeah, I think last time, were we able to pick up on those crickets after the fact? I don't remember.
Not on the second one. The first one, yeah, because we didn't have full closure.
I didn't know if it disappeared from the edit when it finally got published.
Well, no, I mean, like, all right, so I was able to get it out of the background except for when we were speaking. So, like,
right, yeah.
So, yeah, when it was, when we were speaking, you could hear, like, the slight chirps in the background.
I didn't even grab a beverage. I guess I'll have to take a quick break and grab a beverage.
I mean, they're right there.
They are right there.
You can literally just walk over and grab 2 of them. One for you, one for me.
I can literally. Actually, should I unplug that while I'm over there?
I don't think so. I think the only one that would pick it up is the other mic.
Okay. Taking a chance on that? Yeah, I think you might be right. Actually. That thing's all... Oh, you'd be surprised. It picks up all, except for your voice right now.
Well, because I have it. I have that mic muted.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just in case. Can you hand me that?
Yeah.
Communal. Can we get that?
I keep bouncing off the mic. It's so cool with these though, because it's like the minute you get like 4 inches to the side of the mic, you just totally disappear and you're gone.
Well, yeah, because now I'm learning how to use the filters and the different effects with the Rodecaster. So it's set up. Yeah, it makes the mics more sensitive on direct input and less sensitive on external noises.
So the frequency of human voice is clear and crisp, but everything else is kind of drowned out.
Well, it just gets rid of like all the background.
Yeah, because we had some serious cricket noise here last time. I think you could hear it outside of the headphones. Like that, you're definitely going to hear. There it is. Still not bad, though.
I hate sneezing. Well, yeah, because the way I'm setting stuff up, I'm making it less input here because the last recording we had for like Tonight Show that went off, it was almost like a Wu-Tang recording because it was all slightly distorted in some spots.
I like that. I like the yeah, good reference there. No, keep those levels up.
Well, yeah, but that's
going to distort. No, that's what I want.
Yeah, because I was actually listening. I heard Seventh Chamber today, which has that like real gritty bass line. It's just like overly distorted and like the levels are way up.
I love that they brought that up in this show, by the way. An American Saga. That's the name of it. But because I remember that back in the day, like driving around in my car and I'd flip albums. Like, you go through your big book of CDs go through your big book of CDs on the passenger seat real quick and flip one out. And
my Trapper Keeper.
Yeah. And I'd put in like 36 chambers, and then I'd always do a sound check after putting it in. Like, is there something wrong with my speaker? And it sounds like your speaker's bumping like a little too hard. Like maybe the paper ripped on the side or something. It's like that, but it's just the way it comes through. It's gritty.
Yeah. Which is, I mean, that to me, that's like that's the thing that I really enjoy the most about that album is just how like literally gritty and raw it is.
Raw. Yeah.
It's like almost overproduced in a sense.
Well, I think he did that too because to bring it all back down to the level of like the kung fu movies and stuff that he was editing in. I think it just kind of it needed that raw grittiness. It really worked.
I want to call it like B-rated cheap production.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Well, I guess at first it probably was.
Well, no, to me, it's like that's the sound that you get from it.
Oh, yeah. That's totally what he was shooting for. And it wasn't all the levels. It was like certain levels so that like when the snare would hit, it would just kind of, it was like a raspy, you know.
Yeah. It was just like overproduced because it's, cheap stuff. So
the audio version of, like when a picture gets overexposed.
We need beers.
We definitely need beers.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go do that.
I was gonna say there's beers in the fridge if you want one.
All right, I'm gonna hang this up. Hold on.
That sucks. I did all my work today. I was responsible. I don't give a shit. There's like I don't know. There's like 4 or 5 different kinds. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, you can just get whatever you want. What I put them all together, man. You can't like. No, they're all together. Dude, I feel you on that. Tomorrow's a long day for me too, bro.
Yeah, so you gotta work till 5, take a couple hours, do volunteer work, and come back and work for 3 hours.
Nice. Oh well, man. There's plenty of work to be done. That's always a good thing.
Nice.
Yeah. What do you? Hey, dude. Less talky, more drinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me.
The artwork, dude. The artwork on these is bomb.
Yeah, artwork's great. You know what's better than the artwork? Handing me the beer.
What? All right, man.
It's like a present. It's not about the packaging. It's about what's inside.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not Christmas, dude.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is.
That's what draws you in, though. You can't help
Yeah,
it.
right. That's.
We're gonna do this. Wait.
I already did it.
Well, no.
Dude, no, not next to it, please. You don't. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, you got me, dude. I felt that all the way over here.
Whoa.
Yeah, you sprayed.
And somehow it missed everything else. It just got you
Yeah, on my hand.
and my thumb.
It's just yeah. Okay.
Well, then my thumb doesn't count. It's proximity thing, man.
Not throw of you.
Salute. That's my go-to. Sorry. Cheers. Cheers, mate.
Good on you.
For my UK brethren, right? Let's catch the
Yeah.
lift. What else can we say? I don't know.
My baby takes the morning train.
Love the Euro trip reference.
Yeah, I had to do it. Scotty doesn't know.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, right. Oh, you frog tossers.
Dude, anybody who can smash a bottle on their forehead,
What's Frankie? What's his name?
dude, he's hilarious.
Vinny.
I can't remember. I can't even remember.
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
We're good.
gee, almost burnt yourself. Okay.
No, I didn't. No, we're good.
Royal we?
I mean, I'm good.
Learning French? What are we doing?
Is that better for you? Does that make you feel good? Try to exclude me? Is that what's going on?
You try to exclude me all the time when it comes to
To what? To what?
taking credit
Yeah.
for stuff.
No, I give you credit where credit's due. It's just usually not good credit.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You give me all the credit for making all the mistakes when it comes to what is it? I mean, if there's is there a 12 rules of what not to do on the microphone? Not 12 rules for life, but 12 rules for microphone.
Yeah, that would be like broadcasting 101.
How many rules? I don't even know how many. Obviously, because I've stepped over every single one of them.
The 12 commandments of on air recording.
Well, I think you were referring to burping and whatever bodily functions.
Burping, sneezing, coughing, clearing your throat, scratching your beard, rubbing up against it, clacking the cable into it, clacking the headphones into it. What was that, 7?
Referencing things with hand gestures.
You're right. Not painting the verbal picture.
Yeah, that's definitely a no on the radio.
Yeah,
but,
you gotta paint the verbal picture.
Oh, this is how we learn. This is how I'm using the royal we. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, hey, dude, because like I had to make those mistakes too, right? Like I had to
I wasn't there for most of that though.
I'm just like trapped in this corner over here.
The early taco career, the taco video.
Dude, I'll tell you what. How
do you videaco?
No.
Taquerio.
So I've there's actually been a few times.
That's terrible. Sorry.
We're aware. That's why I just kept talking.
A few times.
There's been a few times where I've actually been out like doing my stuff, doing my work and whatnot, and I get people. They're just like, "Dude, why do you look so familiar?" I'm like, I get that all the time. Like, there's so many people that are like, "Oh my God, you look just like," and I'm like, "Yeah, I get it. Happens all the time." It's it's like whatever at this point for me.
You ever go along with it? Like somebody's like, "Justin," and you just turn around and you're like, "Yo, man, what's up?"
Never.
Yeah. No, I just turn around. It's like that awkward. I don't think I'm not that guy. I'm sorry.
Well, no, because usually the statement is, like, you look familiar. Don't I know you? How do I know you? Why do you look familiar to me? Like,
I don't get nearly as much of that with the beard, though. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but I haven't noticed it as much. But then maybe I haven't been going out as much either.
Well, so the thing that people have been like recognize me from, my taco videos.
Yeah. So you don't even have to leave the house to get noticed.
Well, I mean, no, I do.
Well, I mean, but 9 times out of 10, they're just seeing you on a video.
I mean, they can, and they have.
It was the Taco Cast. That's a little better.
I mean, I can see that. Like, that's kind of
broad talk. That doesn't really work. It's the Taco
I don't know.
Cast.
I said I was cooking street tacos on the street. Like, that was just it. So it was a live broadcast.
Wait, was it Taco Tuesday?
Yeah, we did it on Tuesdays for Taco Tuesday.
Always Tuesdays.
Yeah, but we also brought in local artists, so we were supporting our community and all that kind of good stuff.
How come that's the only day of the week that gets, well, I guess Pizza Fridays, but.
No, you get Margarita Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesday, Trivia Thursday.
Oh, this is at the restaurant.
No, this is just like standard.
Oh, standard practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are like the typical Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then Friday, Saturdays, like your
Why would you always want to have it on the same schedule, though? I mean, like, what if you wanted to have trivia? Well, you could do Trivia Tuesday, couldn't you?
You could. I mean, granted, a lot of...
Anything to get it sounding so people can remember it, I guess.
It's like onomatopoeia.
Trivia
or not
Tuesday.
onomatopoeia.
Alliteration?
Yeah, alliteration.
Alliteration and...
I was going to... What's up, dude? Up top.
All right. Yeah.
You earned it. That was a good one. Yeah, that was a good one.
It's just the warm-up, people. It's even the real show.
Yeah, this is not the real song. This is just a tribute.
I don't even know what's going on, but I'm getting the swords in me.
Well, that's a good thing though for you, because I mean, because if you get all swordsed up, it's all good because you don't actually have to go home.
I don't have to drive.
Yeah, we're in studio too, so
this really fancy studio is in my house.
Well, I mean, it's
sort of in my house.
it's at your domicile. Your apartment, your domicile. Oh, your household. Yeah. What do you think I say?
Yeah, it's time for a sip.
Oh, I love that. Weird. All you Americans think they want to fuck you. Nobody want to fuck you. I thought Mounties were supposed to be nice. Oh, that's such good stuff.
Oh. I'm feeling that most of the time they probably really are. Yes, this is the time to do this. Let me just don't look at me like in that tone of voice. I don't like that.
But the cool thing with these is because they have the independent swivels, so you can get multiple angles, as well as the hinge sets, and the fact that the mics are inside the casing.
You don't get any of the sound of moving stuff around unless you're like
you got to like wall up it and stuff.
Clumsy like I am, because I think I got my thumb all over the. Yeah,
you can barely hear that. Whereas before that'd be like dunk 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 dunk.
Yeah, but now it just.
Yeah, sometimes it'll grab it, sometimes it won't. So
make it sound like a rabbit heartbeat in the background.
Dude, what? I mean, is this like vaudeville? Would it be like the 1920s?
It could be.
We're painting the word pictures.
I'm telling you, I got to find a piece of sheet metal. We have a storm up in here, right?
You're right?
I mean, well, I got the flannel. I guess I could do like the kung fu movie, like when you jump through the air, right? That's
No, that's horrible.
Well, it's kind of attached to me. You're supposed to have it like, so you can really, I don't know.
It sounded like a really messed up bat that has like one wing just flying in a circle.
Well, it's not wait. It kind of sounds like a,
No, it doesn't.
Well, I'm no expert, man. Like this, I want to practice this stuff. I think you got to get like a little piece of a flannel and like, wave it vigorously in front of the mic. I don't think you can be wearing it.
Maybe like snap a towel.
Because then I just look like, Special Olympics or something. I don't know.
Yeah, a one wing back going in circles. Literally just making left turns.
But yeah, why not with the vaudeville, man? There's got to be some sheet metal in here somewhere. Like, oh my God, it's raining.
I hope not. The equipment will get wet.
Hey, don't ruin it like that.
So I've been having a lot of
This isn't here, remember? This is just, it's you and me. No, just you and me.
So
me and you.
I've been getting some interaction on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been having people like reach out to us. Our one dude keeps commenting and stuff. He's pretty cool. He was telling us that he likes the new mics because they sound a lot better, but they were missing some of that like low end boom.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty boomy. But no, I really like this. It's
well, I
crispness.
played with some of the levels, changed some of the filters and effects and whatnot. So I'm hoping to.
Like it's so good if you have this in your car and you close the door and the windows and everything, and you stand outside the car. It sounds like you're having a phone conversation with. It's pretty clear, like a Bluetooth phone conversation or something.
I can agree to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that translated well for.
Well, phones these days are a heck of a lot better than they used to be. I think if we plugged a phone into that, I don't think it would be all that much of a difference when you adjust the levels or whatever and put your filters on there. I think it'd be fine.
I mean, that's the thing is like, so technically, and I really should figure this out. Technically, I can get this to, I'm referencing the program that we're using. I can get this program to have multiple inputs on their own individual tracks. So that I can literally have multi-track recording, which means at that point I should be able to upload into the other one on an individual level so I can get some like presets in there to try to like equal them out so that when I go back into that one, then I can play with it really easily. And
well, the presets is one thing, but you were saying that would increase your ability to change things in the post, do post-production stuff.
Well, right. Like if I were to, honestly, I don't want to do it. So if we can get an intern or someone to help out, just, somebody who loves us so much that would be willing.
This is your thing now. Like I need a Googler because I'm all thumbs on the computer and.
You're all thumbs, period.
And you you need somebody who's willing to be a tech person without getting paid. Or I'm sorry. No, you do get paid.
Yeah. High fives, free beers.
There may be some snacks involved.
Yeah. No double noodles. Nobody gets double noodles. Unless you really need them, you do not.
I'm not allowed.
No.
I've been cut off. Yeah,
you've been double noodle denied.
Although those were some good episodes though. It needed to be done. It needed to be done. That's all I'm going to say. So everybody out there, you get what I'm saying. It had to happen. Double noodles had to happen.
I can agree to that statement. I can.
It had to happen so that you could tell me it could never happen again.
Well, yeah.
Is that what that is?
Pretty much. It's like saying it just to have it be said. It's like, I don't need to say this, but I'm going to say it just because. And then we know that it was actually said. That happens sometimes, right?
You can't lie about it because we don't edit this. So it's like, you can go back now, like, you said that. You said.
Well, yeah, so back to what I was talking about, the fact that I would have multiple track capability means that later on I can actually go back and what I would wind up doing is some spots where maybe the conversation was steering towards one of us being the predominant speaker and the other person is somewhat stepping on the other guy, or the other guest or whoever. I should be able to go back and actually adjust those levels individually so that the one that's kind of stepping on can be cut down so that the person who's, or vice versa, where if what the person who was stepping on, like maybe that shit was like funnier, then I can bump that one up and cut the other one down so that comes out more, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to edit any of the content in its actual entirety. I'm not removing sections.
You're just trying to highlight what's there.
Yeah, I'm trying to make sure that we get the best audio quality to guarantee that like you as the listener get like what we're doing here. So as if you were like really just in the room as a guest or
that's an ability that you would have if you're able to separate each of these tracks.
Yeah, if I can go out to multi-track on it,
like that they're literally a separate recording.
Literally. Yeah, because I can pump out each one as its own, and then I can play those. So it's it gives me a greater sense of control for audio quality.
Is control a real issue for you? I mean,
Well, just for
control freak.
No, just getting the audio quality kind of on. Just if I can create a cleaner, clearer, better listening experience, then I'm going to want to do that.
It's a better experience for me too with the new mics because you're not nearly as intensely looking at me every 3 seconds.
Well, and because I think these ones being the way they are, they definitely get you so that like when you come off mic, you can hear it drastically.
Is your eye okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Okay,
I'm good. But you can hear it drastically, which I think is an audible cue to you to like, oh crap, I gotta get back in the mic, and it just, it's that trigger in your brain. It's that habit you've formed.
Right.
Because you've been doing this for a while, so you know some stuff.
I know it has been a while. Well, before.
So
it's been close to a year, hasn't it?
So here's the deal: is we have produced. Let me think about it real quick.
A lot more hours in the beginning.
Well, no, I'm not even thinking on the hour set, but yeah, first series, we were like way while we so like no, let's think about that. We have a total of 32 episodes for series 1 that we produced, not necessarily published. We only published 26 of them.
Right.
So there's still 6 other episodes that I never put out. One of which was the one where we kind of like, it just stopped itself.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we have those 32. Then I want to say we have probably at least 6, like a good 6 episodes. Prior to that was like, yeah, just
production
like
quality, just
way horrible.
Like the one you said was actually worth listening to. It was just junk audio.
Oh my God.
Like you'd have to sit there and like really, really listen in on it. Like get your ear right up to it,
Yeah, I'm thinking about trying to remaster those ones. I gotta do that.
There's gotta be a way. Because if the audio's there, but you probably need specialized equipment for that to be able to actually pick it out, filter out the other sounds.
I mean, I have most of that. It's just, I don't know. I got to sit down and actually do it. But yeah, so we have those 32 plus those 6 and the original video when we did when we did like our triple statement to start the conversation.
You know what we haven't talked about in a long time?
So those 39 plus then now we got 45. Yeah, so 39, 45, 84. We've made 84 episodes of us at this point. This being 85.
But I just remember because we're thinking back to the beginning and what started this all it was only the second episode, I think, where I had that manifesto thing, that's what you titled it.
Yeah, that was the first episode of In the Green Room.
That was like my ITY contract.
You and IT? Sorry.
That was it. That was my ITY contract. And we went with that for a little while, but we haven't talked about that in a while.
Well, because we've been practicing it. You know what I mean? Like
practicing. But no, I mean just the idea of maybe even using that as a part of our intro. Like, remember I was talking about, and I never did it, but I was talking about truncating it so that it would be more of a quick way to kind of introduce
What we need to do is make our own website so that we can actually just put the manifesto up, and then you can like download it as like a PDF or whatever.
Actually sign the contract.
Yeah, why not? But then, like, you know,
Does that make you an honorary member of ITY?
Well, yeah. So like when we have guests, we can just be like, yo, go to this link, print it out, sign it, bring it up. It's like your permission slip. You walk up, you just like, you got to hand it to me. Like, did your mom sign this?
That makes you VIP ITY.
Or did you sign your mom's signature?
Vippity. What? I said, does that make you VIP ITY? That makes you Vippity.
Yeah, I know it makes you vivid.
You call him Vippity.
I ain't calling nobody.
Ready for a hug rodeo.
Hug rodeo. Yeah, right. Oh, that's good shit. Hug rodeo. Oh my goodness. That's That's hilarious.
Do you remember the concept? It was like, you know, some of those people that are a little too, you know, like stiff and straight laced that they don't, you know, they're weird about touchy feely people, and you just come up and just give them a hug.
Yeah.
See if you can last more than 8 seconds.
Yeah, I think we were talking like the dude was like big burly guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know Burley? Yeah, they just barely got here. Yeah, you heard they just
you
barely
find
got
the
here.
biggest, toughest guy in the bar and just run up
hug
and
him.
just give him a big hug and see what happens.
Bear hug him and just hold on.
Dude, I think I've killed people for this.
No, hell no. You get killed for saying some shit like that.
No, but like, what do you think? 8 seconds? Would that be a good mark? I don't know. Like, right, the rodeo. That's, I didn't know what the rodeo is. 8 seconds.
Well, I mean, that's a bull, though.
Was that a bull? Yeah, well, if it's the biggest guy in the bar, I mean, unless you're going to like,
Yeah, but you're talking opposable thumbs.
unless you're going to like a computer geek bar, which there could be muscle bound guys at a computer geek bar.
Hey, you totally just like.
I don't want to generalize. I mean, there could be, just, you know, generally speaking. If you're a coder, I mean, maybe you could code while you're lifting weights. I don't mean to be the corner guy.
You just be like doing the hand crib thing and just like squeezing it and just sitting there typing with one hand and then like flip and type with
While
the
you're
other
drinking
one.
your Jolt Cola.
Jolt Cola.
Is that even in production anymore?
No, I like Tantrum.
Tantrum.
Yeah, Tantrum soda is like the it's like Jolt, but the precursor, I guess.
All the names they come up with for these energy drinks, you know, it's
Well, the cool thing about Tantrum, so Tantrum was How I Met Your Mother.
okay.
Is like that was their Jolt, basically. Like, you know, you drink like one of those, and all of a sudden you're like, you know, the Hulk and the Hercules mixed together. But the one cool joke is where the one guy tosses the bottle to the other guy. He's like, dude, you're a grown man. Why are you throwing a tantrum? Best dad joke.
That's corny.
Hell yeah, man. That's good shit. You know me. I love a good dad joke. The bump. Yeah, I think that was in the 9th season, too.
You just keep picking on the whole thing about dad jokes.
Dude, stop picking on, dude. I love
No, I pick on it because I say, what's the difference between a dad joke and a corny joke? And you say the only difference is that you're a dad. So I
don't think I said it like that. I don't think, no, that doesn't
No, but
sound
just, or reference the fact that, like, if you are a dad, any joke you tell is a dad joke. So you just can't win, and they're all dad jokes.
by actual definition, yeah. However,
Break it down for me.
I mean, to me, dad jokes are just like really corny, punny dad. Like it's got to be like corny and punny. So it's got to be like wordplay, but also like mad, just like where everybody like basically slaps their own faces because they're just like, that was horrible.
PU, 2/3 of a pun.
Oh, God. I mean, God.
That is actually my dad's jokes.
I mean, that is
fair enough.
I mean, that is
Touche.
I believe it's pronounced douche.
It's pronounced Brian.
What are you, dense?
I before ye.
Dude, not in our language. That shit is not true at all.
Yeah. You're all right over there? You stretching?
What?
What? What are you doing? Kicking?
No, I was slides on and off, getting
Oh.
comfortable, and then
Okay.
I was letting my feet cool down.
Letting your hair down. Oh, I got it.
Oh, was that a hair joke? Dick.
Mine's getting long. Yeah.
Yeah, rub it in. Go ahead.
It's almost at a number 1.
Oh, Ma has diabetes. You want to talk about that shit too?
Every time you're gonna pull that one out.
I mean,
But it works.
I mean, if it ain't broke, don't get the duct tape.
I just get the duct tape.
If you can't fix it with duct tape or a hammer, that's just broken.
Dude, you can make all kinds of. You seen that? People making wallets and like pants and all kinds of
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
dude, the kid did that. She was like duct tape artist, crafter, personer.
You get like a billfold made out of duct tape.
She was making like all sorts of stuff.
Pants.
I don't know about that. She was making like bags and stuff and wallets and dude, she made so many freaking things. It was ridiculous.
I imagine that would be a very uncomfortable pair of pants, though. A duct tape pair of pants.
I mean, I guess it would never rip. Maybe
Be like the MacGyver of bums.
I just got the worst freaking picture in my
Can't
head.
get your hands on any clothes, but like you jump in a dumpster and find like 4 rolls of duct tape and make yourself a pair of pants and a shirt, jacket,
And a jacket.
and a tie. Get to go get yourself a job. Get a duct tape suit.
You got
Like, dude, I've got no money, but look, I'm resourceful. I can make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, man. You can equate that into a resume.
The duct tape suit.
I mean, you're going to come in the duct tape suit, obviously.
But does that mean you have to get like white duct tape to make the shirt? And so, and do you make it long enough so that you can actually tuck it in, and of course, so that you can strap it up with your duct tape belt?
No, you would tape it in. I'm just.
Is it just like a one piece, like a jumpsuit? Like you just jump through the back and like cinch it up at the top?
Dude, I just got like freaking the disco like onesie, the Elvis jumpsuit.
Because when you put the belt on and kind of let it blouse out a little at the top, you could almost buy it. Like you have them lay over each other, so it really looks like the pants are over the. I don't know. It could work, but like white duct tape. Do you have to get like white duct tape so you can have a white shirt, or do you just go with like
I mean, if you have like multicolor, you can make it plaid. Like I got a duct tape flannel.
That's skill. I'm saying if you can make like the whole pattern, like from like 20 feet away, it looks like a banging suit. Then you get right up on it, you're like, damn, that's all duct tape. Good on you, man. Check you out. I got to get you a friggin' sewing machine. Holy crap.
Oh my God.
You want a job? You made that out of duct tape. Holy crap. That is the most resourceful bum I've ever seen. Can you start tomorrow?
This is like the worst sketch comedy ever.
Just saying.
That right there would go into the reject pile. That should get chopped and put on the floor.
I've seen those for sale, though, the duct tape wallets. I'm like, that's ingenious. I'm like, you're not actually... I mean, yeah, you're making something. It's crafty. I mean, I'll give you that, but I mean, it's duct tape.
It's crafty. It gets around. It's crafty. It's always down.
Yes. It's always down. Never
it's
up
crafty. It's
or sideways.
Got it right.
No, it's
crafty.
Always down.
Just my top. It's crafty.
I lift things up and put them down.
I love table.
I love lamp. Just naming random things. I love chair.
Oh my dear Lord. I've been thinking we have
Dude, how many was that? Like 4 references in the same like 3 seconds?
I think it was. I'm telling you, we gotta play this as we gotta play our own game.
I'd say just if you could ring the bell every time you catch one, I think it'd be surprising if you go back and count how many bell rings there are.
I don't want the bell rings.
Like a mini gong or
a
beep.
No.
No, not on the recording, obviously, but while you're listening.
I'm thinking because we always re-listen, right?
Or maybe like a buzzer.
While we re-listen, we should be taking...
It's 3 squiggly lines. Did it work yet? Did I throw you off yet? Go, please.
So while we're re-listening, I'm thinking we can do our count, and then like in the description and stuff, we can put shot count or whatever it is, or just quote count. Because I don't think we want to like.
Or it'd be just reference. It's not always because that's the thing I discovered too in listening. It's not always definitely a movie quote. Sometimes it's a show. Sometimes it's a commercial. Sometimes it's a song.
Well, that's why I think we should have quote count. You know what I mean? And then as like a listener, you can, when you're trying to play the game, you can go through and just look them up, and there'll be the quote count on there, and just be like 23, be like, yo, we all getting up on this one.
The quote, calling it a quote count though.
Because it's any quote, movie, music.
I would be
TV, us.
I would be jinxing everybody's though, because if I jack up the quote like I'm known to do,
no, I'm the one that does that.
You can't take credit for that as a quote count because it's not truly a quote.
What do you mean?
It's a quote reference. That's why I said reference. Maybe it's.
I'm missing what you mean.
If you're gonna count it, I'm just saying. If you're counting, you definitely counting cards. Yes.
Like I would count that as a quote.
Counting cards.
Well, just the definitely like that. That's a quote.
Definitely.
I'm just saying.
Got to watch Popner.
Dude, that's another one. That's another one.
You're over here smacking the equipment.
I'm just, that's how I get down.
Can we get a round of applause?
No.
Can we do that? Huh?
No.
I think the people are happy about that.
Anyways.
Maybe some laughter.
Anyways.
Like,
anyways.
Let me push a button.
I'm thinking quote count.
He never lets me push a button.
Yeah, you push buttons, all right.
All right, go on.
You got the swords in you at the moment.
Just a couple. Did you catch that? Yeah, it's just a couple.
Well, no, I mean, I got just the tip, just to see how it feels. It's like just the can, just to see how it feels.
Chopping heads off.
Well,
It ain't safe no more, son.
Yeah, flying guillotine, chopping heads.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
I mean, a sword, you can see where that's coming from, but the flying guillotine, man, that could come out of nowhere and just drops on your head and you're gone. Just gone. What? Don't shake your head. See, you can't shake your head. See, you got to speak.
Same with the sound of Makusa.
How am I supposed to respond to that?
I think that was appropriate. I worked. I'm all right with that. Yeah, no.
Annie, are you okay?
Nice. Keep going. Do it again.
I mean, just talking to the man in the mirror here.
Dude, I had that in my head. I literally had that in my head, and I was like,
I mean, I think you should beat it. You know what I mean? This ain't some kind of thriller.
Yes. Absolutely yes.
But I mean, and it really doesn't matter if we're black or white.
Oh, and he brings it home. Brings it home. I'm actually, dude. I'm gonna. Dude, you earned that shit. Yeah, I'm gonna knuckle bump that.
Trying to figure out how to throw in Billie Jean. She's not my lover. She's just a girl who thinks I'm the one. Same.
I don't
I don't even know. I don't even know anymore.
I really don't.
This is the B-sides.
I literally don't know.
I'm still wondering. I'd like to hear back on this. Because you were saying a while back that you think this could actually be the show.
I rationalized why this would be deemed the actual show.
Because people don't want to hear all that,
My rationale was...
As we control ourselves and try to work within a certain paradigm, they want to hear us completely loose and, loose cannon.
So I was on the point of, one, more or less that, yeah, like truly organic, like for real, all organic. But also, because there's such asinine douchebaggery,
That's one way to put it.
But I mean, there's plenty of spots where they're like, dude, we just had dead air. It's there again. Like, we do that kind of shit. So those who would actually be putting up with
When listening, actually, a lot of times the dead air has just as much weight.
so
See? You see how that worked right just there? Right there. That,
so my point
Right
of
there.
it was the fact that they would be willing to put up with all that and still, like sit in, enjoy, and listen over and over. So it's like, all right, so you put all of basically we breaking all the broadcasting rules more or less. That's what we do here.
well, not all of them.
I feel like
you could break all of them.
I feel like at this point,
But I don't,
probably-
I don't really want to talk politics. That's for sure.
no, that's bar rules. It's green room.
well, yeah, but in
Anywho.
general, we tend to keep it more.
So the fact is, because they would be willing to put up with all that and like really listen to us just being, because I mean, while we will have intelligent conversation here, the likelihood is not as great as we would on I'm Telling You. Because I'm Telling You is like, now we warmed up, we probably put ourselves, because originally we would do green room until all of a sudden it got to like a real serious point, or we got on a topic where it's like, yo, we want to do that. And which I love, because by the time we got back to do I'm Telling You, like sometimes we wouldn't even like,
There's been a couple of times where you actually, and I want to
we never went to that topic.
But where we kind of use the green room to test run a couple of things for conversation for the actual show. Well, I don't want to call it the actual show now. I don't want to offend anybody. But the kind of do a test run on some of the topics. And then when we come back to it for the ITY, it's even more kind of ironed out. Because like we know what angle to come from. I don't know, it's a weird thing. But only on a couple. Like we haven't done that for many.
Well, so again, the fact that we're more laid back, bullshitty, just two dudes sitting on a porch going back and forth. You know what I mean? Like,
Chilling on the stoop.
yeah, pretty much.
That was your ref.
Yeah, just, literally chopping it up. So I feel like that to me makes it the real show.
Raw.
Yeah.
Raw. Is raw the right word?
It's raw and gritty like me.
Raw. ODB, man. Raw.
If I die, I guarantee my seed will be ill like me.
Oh, I'm gonna give it to you with no trivia. With like cocaine straight from Bolivia. A hip hop will rock and shock the nation like the Emancipation Proclamation. Like that. Saying.
Triumph.
Much love.
Much love. What?
It's all about the triumph.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's yeah, what is it? The dumb is intrigued by the drums mostly, or
Yeah. No, I like
the
that.
dumb is mostly intrigued by the drums. Yeah, all that good stuff.
Now I'm gonna try and recall all the words.
Yeah.
I have to start at a beginning point to do that though.
Was it like, oh God, I'll get up. Oh God. Was it where he talks about the energy up into your cerebral complex?
I know there's some deep stuff in there,
Yeah,
man.
for real. Like they talk about like ginseng and being like holy and
But that was one thing that's one thing that really comes through on the Wu-Tang show is that the RZA is and the Jizza actually are very very deep when it comes to their thought process. I mean, it's that's one thing about their style. It's almost like the green room of the poetry. Like you're getting all the raw emotion, and they're telling you. It's like almost like train of thought how they're telling you this story and how this story is unfolding. But it's like the choice of certain words and how they put them in, and it's a craft, man.
yeah.
I'm just totally stunned. Always have been. I felt like
Travel to the top of your spine to your cerebral cortex, make you feel like you're busting up from raw sex.
Yep.
Dude, it was in there. Like I knew it was. I was like, man, because it's like one of my favorite lines.
talking about illumination, man. That's some deep stuff.
Yeah. Well, enter through your right ventricle, clog you up like Grand Central Station. Like that's just intelligent shit.
Sure is, man. A lot of them cats, though. That whole group with like 9 of them.
It just is dope.
There is a old dirty bastard. Inspector Deck.
You God.
What? Raekwon, Ghostface Killer.
Yeah. And the MET, HOD.
Did I miss one?
Man.
I always feel like I'm Master Killer. Where's he?
Yeah, no, you
He
did.
wasn't in that, was he?
No. I don't think so. Not on that one.
I don't think he was in that. And I forget all their names. I should know all their names, but I don't know. I didn't grow up learning their names. I grew up learning their stage names. So
Yeah, I don't.
we could go down that road. I actually had them written down at one point, and I can't remember them all.
I don't know. I always just remember Snoop Dogg, Calvin Brodus. Dude, I mean, no wonder he got the shit talked on him like hard as, you know what I mean? Like he had to.
Calvin.
Dude, he just, it's just the way it works. So, and then, what is it?
Well, who's Dre? What's
It's Andre.
It actually kind of makes sense though. He's not actually a doctor though, is he? Does he have a doctorate in music?
I don't believe so, no.
No. He's from the ghetto, man. He got a doctorate from the streets.
Dude, who? Oh God, what was Fab Five Freddy and Doctor? What was his guys?
Dude, you're pulling from
Wasn't he
before
also-
I actually got started listening to hip hop. That's a old school, man. Even KRS-One, I never really. I mean, I listened to it.
The
growing
Preacher.
up. Amazing stuff, a lot of knowledge, but it's hard to make that catchy. But if anybody could do it, it was KRS-One. But something about the Wu-Tang. It's like ever since catching that as a kid, like I've always kind of compared everything else to, well, it's good, but it's not that, you know. I mean, what you doing? Oh, you looking up names?
Yeah, I'm looking up stuff. Oh man.
What?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, dude, it was Fab Five Freddy and Dr. Dre. Yeah, he was the other Dr. Dre. That's what I was like. But yeah, they did that. They did that movie together. Wait, hold on.
What was that? You is that like Yo MTV Raps? Yeah,
Yeah, Yo MTV Raps.
yeah. Back in the day, man. I remember the first time I saw Yo MTV Raps on MTV.
No, there we go. It was Dr. Dre and Ed Lover.
It was
No, that's the duo I was thinking of.
Ed Lover. Yeah,
Yeah, Dr. Dre and Ed Lover.
that's what it was.
Yeah.
There was 2 Dr. Dre's.
Well, yeah, because that was they did the movie where they became cops or whatever, and freaking Dennis Leary.
That's going back. Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis Leary was the captain or whatever. And he's like, Dr. Dre. He's like, what are you a doctor of? Yeah,
I'm just a doctor. It's
all coming back to
It's
me.
just a name.
This is why having a fact checker. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, because I feel like a fact checker would look up the answer to the things that we're questioning and then find a video clip within like seconds and like, oh, here it is.
I don't know. Maybe.
You know,
But then there would probably be like less dead air.
my reference is Preston and Steve from Listen. It's just
What do you mean?
thinking about, because there's always a guy doing that. I think a lot of times it's Nick on the show that's looking up stuff in the background and just popping it up on the screen. And
I think so to a degree.
yeah, but, of course that's, a multi-million-dollar production. So can't exactly expect all that. But I'm saying high fives. They're definitely here. Plenty of high fives.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's good. That's good. I like
but
that.
you know what? To be a Googler, that's. What else do you want?
It's more than Googling.
It's beer.
Well, I mean, you might have to use Bing or Wikipedia.
You could. DuckDuckGo.
It would be multiple search engine.
I feel like that's almost
platforms.
a blanket term now. It's gotten
that?
so big.
What?
Google.
I'm pretty sure it's a dictionary term at this point. Like, it's been added.
Like I feel like it's almost necessary. Maybe it would be kind of interesting to see what would happen if we made a Google day, and it would be the one day of the year that you're not allowed to Google, or should it be a non-Google day, like a national non-Google holiday? Like you're actually not allowed to Google anything.
Well, then, you would just Bing or Wikipedia.
No. Search engine, but no, you're not allowed to Google. I'm just using that as a blanket term, but don't cheat. Don't.
I feel like that would be like no electronics day.
Wouldn't have to be.
I mean, you might as well.
I mean, if you got to pay a bill, I mean, hopefully you should know the web address.
You should also know the holidays coming up, and you can.
It's, pay your bills not on the day.
Yeah, do it the day before, or
I wonder if that would be enough.
You just make it like on a Tuesday, where like nobody ever has to pay bills on a Tuesday.
It's so bad when you think about it. That's all. I mean, to get all wicked on you, but I mean, all that shit is tracked. Like, whether you use Google or anything else, I guess, unless you're networking everything for a VPN and tunneling and all this other crap. But
I don't know what you just said.
I ain't got the time for all that.
I literally have no idea what you just said.
No, I'm just saying that when you Google stuff, I mean Google in particular, like all that stuff is tracked. It's kind of creepy to think about.
Well, I mean, I don't really Google much, I guess.
You're not a big Googler?
I'm not a big electronics.
Except for all this stuff, I guess. Because there is a computer here and a mixer and some microphones, headphones.
That's like work. Me personally, I don't like electronics.
You watch TV all the time.
It's on in the
Not
background.
television, I'm sorry. That's
Well, no, it's just like, it's background stuff. So I'm not really, and if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be using it. So, I'm not like, I don't actively engage my electronic devices. They're literally just a background thing, or,
I think you'd
a
be
prop in a sense.
I think you'd be surprised if there was a non-electronics day. How weird it would be.
All porn searches would halt for one day. Actually, that's like the one thing that wouldn't.
To degrade all humanity to that, I mean, is that, well,
if the shoe fits,
I guess
bro.
some people would say that's all we do. I think the quote is, or the meme is something like, everyone, for the most part, especially in first world countries, basically has something tantamount to the Library of Alexandria in their back pocket, and they use it for
Porn.
and kitten videos.
Probably more porn.
I think it's probably pretty equal. There's a lot of strange cat people out there.
I know. I guess after watching.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it's strange.
No, it's probably after all of like the degradation that you go through using the porn, that you're like, you need to offset it. So you're like, I want to look at kittens being happy and playful. It balances it out.
You think that's what's happening?
I mean, it sounds like a thing to me. I'm just saying, it sounds like a thing.
But I don't know.
I guarantee you can do a study to find a positive correlation between that.
Like I tend to use YouTube for all kinds of things. Like I use YouTube not just for, what do you call it? Stupid epic fail videos, but
I don't watch those. Remember, I told you I only watch like the people being boss. Yeah, like a boss stuff.
the like a boss. Yeah, and there's like a million of those.
Yeah, dude. And I watch like amazing golf shots and stuff. Like just people being like super dope. You got to visualize, man. You got to be on that frequency. If that's what you want to be, then you got to see that stuff.
So I mean, I would say that's using it to enhance yourself in some way, like self-improvement.
Yeah, to reinforce my
I
programming.
know I use it to DIY stuff. I mean, I fixed my dryer a couple times by watching YouTube. I've done stuff around the house. If I don't know how to do it, just look it up.
Wrote a song about it.
I'm
Like
just
to hear
saying, how hard can it be? I need to sweat a copper
Depends
pipe.
on how hot she is.
I need to sweat a copper pipe to fix a,
Heyo.
Hey-o. Gotta do some pipe work,
I heard something about leaky pipes.
How hard can it be? How hard can it be? Oh.
Actually,
See that all you have to do is change the inflection. It's just sweating a pipe. It's just sweating a pipe. I'm just saying it sounds totally different when you.
I heard that about you.
Where are you hearing all this stuff?
Gonna be honest.
What are you being honest about?
Heard some things.
You're nothing. You heard nothing.
I mean, bathroom walls with Sharpies do not lie. It's like the internet.
No, they don't lie. They kind of stand up because it kind of has to hold up the rest of the.
But bunch. See, that's a dad joke.
That's a dad joke. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I mean, I'm not saying it was a good one, but
My only point is, you're going to look at me. I'm a father. Automatically, anything that comes out of my mouth is dad. Anything funny, anything attempting to be funny coming out of my mouth is a dad joke.
I like how you caught yourself on that.
Yes.
Didn't even give me the chance to.
No, because I felt it coming. Thank you. Morning.
Thank you. Come on again.
No, he's in the juice.
How many minutes for the burrito? 1 minute, 2 minute, minute and a half.
Get your corn nuts group.
That's another good movie. Dude, they were running the Vapor in reverse. Oh, really? No way.
It's Encino, man.
Yeah, but so the Vapor was actually the Viper at Magic Mountain.
Yeah.
They just call it the Vapor. Yeah. And you can't run that thing in reverse. It doesn't work that way.
No.
No, there's a typical roller coaster. You go to the top of the hill, so it chains you up. So that click, 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 click.
It's not all those fancy magnets and
No.
yeah. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, it's not like, oh God, what is that one? What's the one at Dorney? Isn't it Dorney? I think it's Dorney.
Oh, I was thinking like the King to Ka or
Yeah, isn't that Dorney?
is it Dorney?
I think it's Dorney. Is it? Or is it Six Flags? I don't know.
I was thinking Six Flags, isn't it?
It's one of the two. But yeah, dude, that thing goes forward and reverse. And then like when you stop backwards.
I'm
No.
just saying.
Dude, that's what messed with me. Like the ride was like, all right, so me and the kid, we go on this one time.
Going backwards is way spookier.
No, going backwards was dope. It was the stopping backwards because my body's not used to it. So like, well, yeah, dude, I can ride, coaster after coaster, loops, corkscrews, double barrels, wooden. I don't give a crap. Like, dude, I'll ride the gnarliest of rides. Like, I love that stuff. But when my equilibrium gets like way thrown off, so like the circle rides, where you know what I mean, like where you just literally spin and spin, like,
Dude.
There's
I'm just gonna say just for a moment here,
Megatron or whatever it is, or
and I don't think it's just my age, but I don't think I really ever really liked carnival rides.
I love all. I mean,
And like every year we go to the carnival for the girls, and they're like, "Oh, come on!" I was like, "No, please, no."
it wasn't
I
until
go on the
was,
pirate
like,
ship. I like doing that.
the back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a giant swing.
Well, and like seeing people like way below you, and then they're like, faking like you're gonna throw up on them. I think it's hilarious. And then, go on, do it.
And then I made this noise like, and then I threw the fake puke over the balcony, and then that's not even the worst part.
Just start at the beginning. No, but like when you get up
Hey,
to
Mom, I'm starting to like this kid.
that big, what do they call it? The galleon or that big pirate ship,
The Viking ship.
the Viking ship, whatever.
Can you?
When it gets all the way up to the top and you're looking down on the other people, like I would just, let my eyes get real big and like puff my cheeks out and put my finger in front of my mouth. Like I was about to. It was just a silly thing that I like to do.
I like the Viking ship because when you
When
get to
I'm
the
not-
very, very top, if you get into the last seats,
That's what I only ride it if I ride. You have to ride in the back seat,
all the way in the back.
all the way in the back.
Yeah, because then when you get to the
You get
very
the
top,
maximum.
you're almost looking straight down.
Oh, it's awesome.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
I love it. And I'm like pointing at the other people and I'm like, yeah. And you feel like you're floating because there's one point when you reach the top, if you put your hands up, you're not touching the bar or the seat. Like your feet are kind of touching, but that's it. And it's the coolest. Oh, you're like weightless for that one moment. And then your stomach stays there for like the next 3 seconds after you come down. That's the fun part. My suggestion, honestly, is like, eat a bunch of hot dogs and some cotton candy and some popcorn, and then wash that all down with some soda, and then get right on that ride. 2 times when I was on with my daughter, separate occasions in a row.
Yo, so I got a story for you.
2 times, the one time it was somebody right in front of us facing away from us, and the other time it was somebody on the other side, like front row, facing us. Or no, second row, sorry. But it was like you could see it. Like, you know that look somebody gets in their eye when it's like everything, lunch is coming out right now.
Oh, their eyes like bulge big time.
Yeah, there's like this certain expression. It's very universal. It doesn't matter if you're from Russia, if you're from China. It's the same face.
Wait, you lose all color? So it doesn't matter like what color your skin is. Like you literally go to a different shade where it's like dull and light, and you're just like, whoa.
And it's like in a split second. And you're like, oh, that guy's about to, oh, there it goes.
Like when you look in their eyes, there's almost this.
And I'm with my daughter. I'm like, don't look.
Well, there's this sense of like, you just let go. Because you're just like, you try to fight it. And then you get that, when you finally just accept it and you're like, this is happening. You can just see it a split second before where there's like acceptance just crosses their eyes. You're like, that's going to happen.
That face that you make. I mean, that's all those, and what do they say? Micro expressions. That's definitely a macro expression, but there's certain expressions that are very, like, it doesn't matter any expression. It doesn't matter what language you speak. That comes across very clear.
Puke
It's
face.
like, he's about to, oh, geez, don't look. Like I'm holding my hand over my daughter's face. I'm like, okay, when we walk out, we have to go towards the center to get out. So just breathe through your mouth. The last thing you want is to lose all that candy you just ate. That would be bad.
So, my story.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Was I stepping on you?
So the first time I swam with sharks. Yeah. Notice I said the first time. Yeah. Right. I'm 8 years old, almost 9. And there was like age limit, or I was 9, almost 10. There was age limit of like 9 or 10, or this is what I think is hilarious. It's age or size, meaning overall weight. Not a joke. They had a scale.
Wait, which is funny because that just makes you a bigger snack.
Why I think it's hilarious.
Okay.
So we do, it's called Marineland. So we go to Marineland, which is like the alternate to SeaWorld. It's in California. At least it was. I think it's gone now. I'm not really sure. Anyways.
Cruelty to animals, something like that.
Yeah, well, place is called Marineland. They have a shark reef where you can actually snorkel and swim in groups and swim with sharks. So we go to do it. What do you want to call the person? Who's the one that's at the kiosk? Whoever, the checker.
I don't know if there's actually a term for that. It's the kiosk guy. I don't know. It's not like a barista. Like you get this fancy name. No,
I'm sure there's a name for him. Anywho.
Barista's much more important. He brings your coffee.
So the guy who has to check your, age and all that stuff and whatever else basically informs us, I'm too young, but there's a weight limit. Well, a minimum weight.
Right.
Come on in here. Throws me on the scale. I'm like,
you're good eating. We can keep you.
I'm like 2 pounds shy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like 58 and it's like 60's the cutoff or something, whatever.
Hot dogs are 99 cents over that other tent.
So my father.
Drink a soda.
Instantly is just like, oh, we got this. We'll be right back. Time for lunch. Oh, yeah. Gives me it was like 2 or 3 cheeseburgers, fries. Like, dude, just loading me up.
Wait, just think about that, though. Your father's now fattening you up.
To swim with sharks.
To swim with sharks.
Oh yeah. And that's the thing is,
Thanks, Dad.
when it comes to being predator or prey, you don't have to be the fastest.
You have to be the fattest. Sorry.
No, you just got to be faster than the slowest.
True. Yeah.
So if I'm smaller and now non-buoyant,
But now your stomach is full of, and you're not supposed to swim a half an hour after you eat at least.
no shit. At least that's what they tell you, right? Yeah, no. Chow down, pack in my stomach,
Why don't you go play with your brother?
go right back to the ride and get weighed out. Yeah.
Guess what?
Oh, I consumed, I was like 1.5 pounds over.
What you want? Hot dogs? 2 hot dogs, some nachos.
No, it was literally, I had two cheeseburgers, like fries. I do something else.
Like 2 pounds we can do. We can do that.
I kept eating and eating. Like, dude, I just packed it on.
Dude, soda. Just soda.
No.
That's all you need. I mean, that's a lot of weight there.
Yeah, then I'm going to be peeing. Yeah, great. Good idea. Yeah, no, you want the heftiness of solids. So, yeah, no. Pops,
So when you shit yourself trying to swim away from the sharks, it's like a
didn't-
smoke screen.
Didn't happen. Probably one of the greatest experiences I've ever had.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'll let you get to your story. I keep,
that was pretty much it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the irony of you can either be this age or this weight.
That is,
Yeah,
yeah.
floating snacks for the sharks.
Yeah, that's funny. Like, oh, well, you're not old enough, but since you're, pushing maximum density. Well, we were both little chunky kids, weren't we? I'm sorry, husky. Is that the term? I hated that word.
Up until I was almost 17.
Yeah, the baby fat.
It was senior year. No, like senior year, I remember. Yeah, summer before senior year, I wound up growing the last 6 inches, where I went from 5.5 to 6 foot. It was funny because pre-summer, I'd ask my mom to get stuff out of the cabinet because I was like, I don't know. It was the natural thing. She found a way to reach, and we were like the same height. So I still just do nothing, whatever. But by the end of summer, my mom was like, "Hey, give me that." And I'm just like, "Why?" "Oh, yeah, let me get that for you." Mm-hmm. I'm like,
Who's the man?
yeah, right. Start pimp walking on that shit.
Well, by the way, now that you're tall enough, you can get the hood over the stove every time you clean the kitchen. Damn. You're like, oh. Now it's more chores. Wow, you're getting big now. You can wash the windows.
Bro, I was cleaning the whole house and doing laundry and mowing the
Yo,
lawn.
I
when was
remember.
like 8.
Well, I remember when you were older than that because I met you when I was 14. Is that right? I think so.
Correct. I was 13.
You were 13. Okay.
Yeah, almost 14.
You got to stress that. Almost 14. You're right there.
Because I was like 13 and a half. No, because let me say.
Were you still saying that at 13?
No. I was almost 14 by like 3 months because I remember it was towards the end of my 8th grade year, your 9th grade year, because we only became friends like just the last little bit of the school year. Because I remember as we were just becoming friends and starting to like ride the bus and stuff together, it was like, yo, next year you were going to freaking high school and I wasn't.
Actually, I remember one of the first times we were hanging out together. We were with my other friend that we were just talking about in the last episode. Was it the last one? No, the one before that. Mr. Big. I'll call him Mr. Big.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Yeah. That guy, man. He used to crack me up all the time.
1.5 foot long hot dog. Dude, oh my God.
It's like the stuff he would just say out of his mouth.
Do you know what cracked me up?
No, he would sit there in computer programming class, right? So in high school, you had to take computer program. It was one of your electives.
Bro, he was a senior.
He would sit there and go, he was playing solitaire the entire time. Like he would get the thing in the first 20 minutes and he'd just play solitaire for the rest of the time. Deal.
He was a senior in my 11th grade English class.
Yeah.
I remember that shit. That was a good class.
English sucked, man. You had snooty English teachers, and it just messes everything up.
Oh, my 12th grade teacher was pretty bomb.
Snooty. I remember we had an English lit teacher. I don't know if you remember him. He was gone by then. What? Yeah, I know. I don't know if he was gone by then or not, but
you can't say the name.
No, I'm not going to say the name, but as a person, he was kind of like a narcissist and kind of a jerk. He could be fun, but what? Mr. I?
Oh, yeah, no,
Mr. I. We'll call him Mr. I. As in the letter. Yeah.
How about Colonel Mustard?
Yeah. Colonel Mustard in the room in the study with the candlestick.
Didn't have him.
But
Never had him.
He was very energetic and was very good at getting your attention on the subject matter in class. He was very good at that. But like if somehow you insulted him by not giving him your undivided attention and he caught it in the middle of class, like you would get a tongue lashing right in front of everybody. But at the same time, I know there's a lot of people that would play on the fact that they knew that he was a narcissist, so they would pick up a subject at like in the last 15 minutes of class, something they knew he would just run on about and just wind him up and let him go. Because it means like we get him talking until the bell rings, he's not going to sign anything and we can take off. People would actually do that. Yeah. What a surprise. Good times.
I'm out of beer.
Yeah, well, it is that time. You know what? And I really want to stress the fact that whether you're listening to this or ITY, please send us a note. Tell us what's up. Tell us a story. I'm telling you at directionsofmusic.org. I am TELLINYOU at directionsofmusic.org.
Oh, skeet. That's what I did.
Why you got issues with that? You don't like the double L. It's bilingual and you don't like the double L. I'm just saying.
B-sides in the green room.
Mr. Gemini.
Billy D.
Be good to yourself. Be good to others.
Be good to yourself. Be good to everyone else.
There we go.
Peace.